Losing a beloved pet is one of the hardest moments in any person's life. If you're looking for a way to honor their memory in a meaningful and eco-friendly way, you should consider Water Bridge Aquamation. They offer an innovative way of honoring your pets after they passed. And here to tell us more in the sponsored segment is CEO John Moody. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And I know this can be a sensitive subject to talk about, but I just think this is such an amazing idea. Talk about the services that you provide and share a little bit about it.
Yeah, thanks. Well, Water Bridge Aquamation is Denver's first pet funeral home specializing in aquamation, which is a nature-inspired water cremation for pets. And so aquamation is a much kinder and greener alternative to traditional fire cremation. And as we act as a full-service funeral home for pets, we also offer families a dedicated space for euthanasias, the opportunity of final viewings of their loved one, and then we also provide home and vet transportation as well. So we offer different personalized services and keepsakes to be able to help families honor their loved ones.
And what inspired you to start a company like this?
Yeah, so I've been a mortician and a funeral home manager for the last 15 years. And so I've always been more interested in more holistic and natural ways to be able to honor our human loved ones. And I wanted to be able to offer that same level of service and care for our pets, who are oftentimes integral members of the family. You know, as long as we can remember, burial and cremation have really only ever been our pet aftercare options. And I feel it's important for our community to be able to have alternatives, especially ones that are not only more gentle for our pet, but also more gentle for our planet. You know, as studies show, oftentimes pet owners grieve their pet's loss more so than, say, a family member. And with that, Water Bridge really focuses on being able to offer a more compassionate and transparent experience, one that offers families closure and the ability to move through the grieving process.
Well, there are fur babies.
Absolutely.
You've heard that a million times, I'm sure, in life. Explain the aquamation process. That's going to have people go, what? What is he talking about?
Absolutely. So aquamation mirrors natural decomposition. So what happens in the aquamation process is the exact same as if a pet were to be buried in ground. Aquamation, of course, is just a little bit quicker. So what happens is pets are placed inside of their own stainless steel compartment within the aquamation unit. It then fills up with a water-based solution that's 95% water and 5% alkali solution. And that alkali just has the ability to break down organic material. So for 18 total hours, that water just gently circulates over a pet's body. All organic material is removed, and then we're just going to be left over with their bones. Or when a crematory says ashes, it's just bone fragment that's returned. Okay. So those remains are then air dried for a full day, and then they're processed down to like a powder-like substance, which is then returned back to families inside an urn.
So how is this better than like a fire or other ways that are currently being done right now for the environment as well?
Great question. So with according to the Cremation Association of North America, a single fire cremation is burning on average enough gas to transport one vehicle upwards of 600 miles. For example, that's like driving from Denver to Kansas City. But on the other hand, aquamation's carbon footprint is 1/10 of that. We are not dependent on the burning of fossil fuels, so there's no fire involved. We use basic electricity, and there is zero emissions and smoke from our process, which allows us to be able to operate out of a 100-year-old home here on South Broadway in Denver.
Oh my goodness. Have you, this might be a crazy question, but have you heard from people who have lost their pets and they say, I wish I would have heard about aquamation before, you know, I buried my pet?
Absolutely. You know, talking with pet owners, I think the biggest thing is that they really wish that they had a plan for their pet's aftercare ahead of time. You know, losing a pet can unfortunately happen unexpectedly. And being able to have a plan in place can really make that difficult time just a little bit easier to navigate. So I really encourage our pet owners to do research on the aftercare options that are available to them. Ones that are not only aligned with their beliefs, but also consider the environmental impact that each one has. You know, we want the best for our pets during their life. Why not ensure they also have the best aftercare?
That's very, very thoughtful. Thank you so much for introducing us.
Of course.
This is so new and so wonderful too. You can honor your pet's memories in a new natural way with Water Bridge Aquamation. They'll be holding an open house on Saturday, February 15th. Go ahead and learn more. Stop by. They're located at 2364 South Broadway in Denver. That's 2364 South Broadway in Denver. If you'd like to learn more, head to waterbridgeaquamation.com. And thank you again to Water Bridge Aquamation for sponsoring the segment.